Welcome to Protectpods, obrolan seru bareng sobat proteksi. Hello vlog, it's me Isna Aprilia from HPT batch 2021 who will be a podcaster on this podcast and bring the topic about how to prepare yourself for the student exchange program, tips and advice. How have you been sobat proteksi? Back again with us, Protectpods. So today we will discuss about scholarship, of course, like the topic. And in this episode, we are accompanied by a very inspiring and amazing speakers. They are Kak Gilang as Isma Awardi and Kak Anjali for IMS Awardi. Well, friends, today we'll discuss about scholarship. So, who you have a great desire to study abroad, you can really stay with us because we will discuss truly in this episode with Isma and IMS awardees. Okay, how are you, Kak Gilang and Kak Anjali? How have you been?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, hello everybody. I hope you all in a good condition, good mood, and good everything. Nice to meet you all.
Before that, I want to congratulate you that I just heard that you got graduated, right?
Yes, Alhamdulillah.
I'm very happy for you guys.
Thank you so much.
Okay, well, by the way, I heard that you guys got a scholarship for student exchange and called Isma and IMS. Could you tell me, please, Isma and IMS program is?
Okay, this first.
Gilang can start first.
Okay, first of all, I am Gilang Sarizal Mahmadi. I am from HPT 2019, and I was ISMA awardee to Humboldt University of Berlin, and I was an awardee in 2022. So now I am an alumni, and so maybe I will start by introducing what is ISMA. ISMA stands for Indonesian International Students Mobility Awards. It is a part of Kampus Merdeka. What is it? Kampus Merdeka program, and it is a program for the 4th or 6th semester students in Indonesia. So in this program, you can go to any university you want that has built a partnership with ISMA. There are around maybe 200 universities around the world, and this program is a scholarship from LPDP, from the Ministry of Monetary or Kemenko. So this program is also absolutely free, and you can apply if you want to go study abroad for 1 semester.
Okay.
Maybe it's my turn.
Yeah.
Yes, I will introduce shortly of myself. My name is Anjali. I'm from HPT 2019, same like Gilang. We just graduated last days, and I was an alumni for AIMS program, which is stand for ASEAN International Mobility Students, which a program under CMEO. I don't know if I pronounce that well, but it is stand for Southeast Asia Ministers of Education Organization, and in UGM, it's once a year program, so you can start maybe right now for next year, and the program lasts for 1 semester. In UGM, you can choose Japan or Korea, and I was going to Ibaraki University in Ibaraki Prefecture in Japan. It is 2 hours from Tokyo. Maybe you're not familiar with Ibaraki, but maybe you've heard about Tokyo. And the other option is Tokyo University of Agriculture and Technology, which is in like the name is in Tokyo, and one in South Korea, which is in I'm sorry, I don't remember the university, but for further information, maybe you can search in ims.fakulta.ugm.ac.id for more information like that. And for administration fee is totally free, and program lasts for one semester, and depending on the university is when the start and the ending of the study. For me, I was going to Japan in last September until the end of in the middle of January, which is start from fall semester until the winter semester, like that.
That's cool. Quite different, between ISMA and IM's program. So based on your experience, what are the requirements needed to take ISMA and IM scholarship?
Well, first of all, you have to be an active student in one of the universities in Indonesia, and you have to be at least at fourth or sixth semester, either between fourth and or sixth. And the program will be open around maybe February or March every year. And the most important thing is you have to have an English certificate. English, what is it? EPT, English Proficiency Test. You can choose between IELTS or TOEFL IBT and Duolingo English Test. And you have to, you have to be an Indonesian citizen. So there are some cases that some people have two citizenships. So you have to be only Indonesian and have Indonesian ID or passport. And maybe that's the important thing.
How about IMS?
Yeah, I think IMS is also have general requirement like ISMA too. You have to be an active undergraduate students, and it can between third semester and or seventh semester, because I go to Japan in seventh semester, which is before I do the skripsi or the thesis. So if you feel like you are too old, no, that's okay. You can totally go, but not in 8 semester, because you have to do thesis. And same like Gilang said, you have to have English proficiency certificate, either TOEFL or IELTS. But I think there is they cannot accept Duolingo English test, so you have choose between either IELTS or TOEFL. But I don't know, maybe the next year is different. But in my experience, I submit the TOEFL test, and then I think you have also get official transcript in English. Of course, your everything document has to be in English, and motivation letters, and I think that's just a general requirement, something like that. And the program start, I think, same too in first month of New Year, and you will go to the program next semester, which is I think September or August. You will go to the country that you choose, something like that.
Sorry, I forgot to mention one more important thing. Your GPA needs to be at least 3 out of 4. So if your GPA is below 3, you cannot apply after all.
Same too.
You have to maintain the GPA.
Yes.
Okay, that's quite a lot of requirement needed. Then what needs to be prepared selection, I believe, is the first selection is administration selection, which is like the document and that's an requirement before. So after basing the administration selection, I believe that the next selection is like interview selection. Did you do the simulation with your friend for preparing interview selection?
Okay, as in my experience, the hard part for me is the administration, because there are very many documents that you have to fulfill, and it is so hard to get sometimes. And as for the interview, actually I didn't prepare anything for the interview. I just take some notes what is going to be asked by the interviewer. So, and at the administration process, you have to write an essay. Maybe it is 4 essays, if I'm not mistaken. There are 4 essays that you need to write, and the interview is going to be about your essays. I think because I can say I remember everything I wrote in my essay. So in my interview, I didn't have any problem.
How long the interview selection?
The interview is 30 minutes.
Okay.
So I think me too. My interview lasts between 15 until 30 minutes. It is I interviewed by the teacher, docent in UGM. So quite nervous because you will be asked what do you do in the future, why you choose this country, and do you want to go to next selection like master, because some people go to Japan to search for a sensei that can guide you in this master selection. So if you want to go to master in abroad, this exchange is very important you to take. And for the practice, actually I'm quite a shy person. I kind of blabbering like that in the interview, so I just practice by myself in camera or in mirror. I try to stay as calm as possible, even though in my heart like dak dik duk cold sweat in my body like that. And for my tips is yes, you can practice through your friend, or maybe you have some mentors that already have experience. You can practice like that, and you can also search what question that like commonly asked in the interview, and then you try to write your answer. And I think same like Gilang, if you write thoroughly, if you very carefully write your answer, you will remember. Like maybe you can get blank, like what should I say, but you more capable than you think. You can do it like that, something like that. Yeah.
So that's very inspiring, yeah. So as you said before, there's a ton of the requirement that have to prepare. Then some of the requirement is complicated. So there's cost a lot of time and energy, right? And then what's your motivation so that you don't lose that energy for preparing all those requirements?
Well, to be honest, I was there for the money actually, because the money, the scholarship really covers very, every aspects in your study in your study abroad. So the scholarship covers your living costs, your tuition fee, or your domestic and international tickets. So I mean, if you're going to get everything you need, and you can say you are being paid to study abroad. So why don't just try? And because it's in my mind, when I apply for this scholarship, I have nothing to lose, and even if I didn't pass the scholarship or I didn't get the scholarship, at least I get experiences, or at least I get friends, I get certificates maybe, and I know how to apply for next scholarship or maybe different scholarship. And of course I want to make my parents proud, because my parents are very, very strict when it comes to my study. So when I think of my parents, I always think I have to make them proud. At least once I have to go abroad during my study in university, at least once in my life. I think that's my biggest motivation.
That's super cool. How about Kak Anjali?
For me, since I was kid, I was really like watching manga, watching anime or cartoon and manga or comics. So all my family they always like to read comics and something like that. So I was influenced by my surroundings and my family, and starting that, I was really like, I have to go to visit Japan. I have to set my feet in the land of Japan. So it was the biggest motivation for me, and UGM provides that opportunity. So I was like, this is a chance that I have to not get missed. Like I have to apply for this. I have to be unworthy. So coming from that reason, and I also really want to study abroad, because I think there is difference between our country and another country. Not like that. I was come from Sumatra, and I see the difference in Sumatra and Java. And if I go to other country, I can get a lot more like inside. I get a lot of more perspective like that and something like that. So that is the biggest motivation for me. Like because I was a student, I really want to make my university student life is very meaning for me. So that one is my motivation to survive, to have to handle all this to get my dream come true, like that.
That's amazing. So I'm wondering how long student will carry out the student exchange program.
So as for ISMA, it is a 1 semester program. So well, for me, is my in my experience, I start studying in Germany from the 31st of August 2022 until the 12th of December 2022. So it was around four months. Yeah, 4 months. So it is one semester program. So during that program you have 14 meetings per course. So same as in Indonesia. You have to attend 14 meetings per course also. And during weekends you have intercultural. Yeah, you have intercultural programs like seminar or maybe excursion or maybe wandering around the town. So you have to follow all the program that is offered by the host university.
For me, it's same too. Is 1 semester, 4 months in September until January in Ibarat University, which is fall and winter. So you can experience the weather. Like we only have like rainy season and hot season, and in that you can experience fall and winter, which is very like interested. Like we have body of tropical country, like we already like hot is okay lah, rain is okay lah, but in that is very cold. So you have to also like survive, study through the cold. You have to go to university through the cold season, and the clothes also different too. And for the courses, I think 3 or 4 class a week. And in Japan, you will go under one sensei or one teacher lab. So after you go to class, you can go to your sensei laboratory, or if your sensei has student room, you can either hang out in student room. And in my experience, you once a week you like gotong royong. I don't know in English what is that. Like you fertilize the plant, you like spraying the fungicides to the plants, and you like harvesting the sweet potato, like that. Because my I chose very agriculture courses lah, something like that. And I think that that experience is very great for me, something like that.
But because ISMA is very different to AIMS, because AIMS only have two different universities. ISMA has hundreds of universities. Like for me in Germany, I study starts from August to December, but my friends in maybe UK, Malaysia, Korea or Japan, they have the study is different varies by your host university. Maybe in UK it is longer because they have winter break. As in Malaysia, they start the study in September or October, and as in Australia, they start the semester in around July or August. So they go to Australia first, and then in Germany or America it is quite the same. They start around August until December. So the what is it, the
Study
semester
period.
yeah, the semester period is different for us by region or host
Yeah,
universities.
depending on the country.
Yeah.
That's different, yeah.
Yes.
How about the courses? Is it hard compared to courses in UGM, or is it more easy maybe?
So in ISMA, because it is a Campus Merdeka program, so the courses are very different as in my experience, because I am an agricultural student and I went to Germany. I study history, which is very different. So in ISMA, you are recommended to choose a different courses than in your home university. As in my friends, there are many study programs that they came from, like history. There are students from English literature, German literature, and in ISMA, I think agriculture and history is very different, but it depends on your study program, because some faculty did not allow their students to study courses that are very different than their courses. But in HPT, or maybe at least Faculty of Agriculture, we are free to choose any university or any courses that we want.
How about Kak?
Yeah, because ISMA, I think they encourage you to get courses not linear in your major study in Indonesia. In ISMA, in AIMS, you also study agriculture, and I think the courses is not that hard. Like, I think it's very basic courses. You already study this in first semester in UGM 2, and what's the hard is, I think, because the courses is full of English, and some of sensei have a really thick accent of Japan. So it's like you speak English and there is Japanese accent, something like that, and because it is Japanese, so we have to very focus and concentrate the concentration very full mode, so you can understand what sensei or the teacher said. And also the test, there is test too, like exam in English, so maybe you want to practice your writing skills, your listening skills also is very important in courses. But overall it's not that hard, and if you diligent, you can get a nice score too. My score is nice too.
Okay, wow. And then I wanna ask you about the funds. That scholarship cover all funds, or do you need to set up personal funds for hangout maybe?
Do you mean fund as FUND or FUNS?
Funding.
Funding. Oh, funding. So about money, right?
Yeah.
So the funding, you mean the scholarship cover, right?
Yeah.
So as in ISMA, you only need to pay the certificate, the English certificate, because the certificate is for yourself. So ISMA won't pay your certificate if it's for yourself. So you have to pay for the English proficiency test. It varies depending on what certificate did you choose. So IELTS, maybe it is a bit expensive, or maybe TOEFL IBT is also a bit expensive, but you have an alternative, so you can choose Duolingo English test, which is much more cheaper. And after you have the certificate, maybe you have to need extra money for passport or maybe visa. But for the visa, you have to pay the visa with your money first, but then ISMA will reimburse your money after your visa arrive. But then after your visa arrive, everything is covered by ISMA, like insurance, because if you want to study abroad, of course you need insurance, and tuition fee. As in Germany, the tuition fee is around around 2,000 or 3,000 euros, which is very expensive. For me personally, is 100% covered by ISMA. And for the living costs, it is different far as from your host countries. Like in Malaysia, in Germany, is very different for the living costs. Like in America or Germany, you'll have around 1,000 or 1,100 euros per month by ISMA. As in Malaysia, you'll only get like, I don't know, maybe like 2,000 or 3,000 ringgits, which is much lesser than in Germany, because the living cost is different from Asia and Europe. And then after the living cost, you'll get also the domestic and international tickets, like from your home to Jakarta and from Jakarta to your host countries. The tickets, everything will be covered by ISMA.
Okay, how about IEMS?
For IEMS program, based on my experience, for my Paperta will help you for some fundings, like education is free, UKT something like that is free, and you get some money from Paperta. But if you like want to get fun, like go to Disneyland.
Okay, I wanna ask about scholarship funding. Do we need a set up for our personal funds just in case?
So for me, the fund for the scholarship, you need to pay your English proficiency test and maybe your passport and visa, but everything is covered by ISMA, from your visa, your tuition fee, your living costs, and also your health insurance. But in case you want to maybe personalize your money, what is it, your money using, you can maybe use a note, or maybe start your, what is it, I don't know what do you name it, but you can personalize your living costs in your host countries. Yeah.
Okay, how about IEMS?
For AIMS is partial funding, so some funding will be provided by Paperta, and you have to provide some of money for yourself, like for holiday, something like that.
Okay, that's a lot, yeah. How about culture shock that you experienced, the most shocking when you were there?
So actually, this is my second time in Germany. When I was in high school, I also went to Germany for a summer course. So
Wow.
about culture, it is not very shocking to me, but you can say it's weather shock, because I arrived there in winter, and I never experienced winter in my life. And of course in Indonesia it is a tropical country. And when I came to Germany for the first time, it was summer. So in ISMA it was winter. So the winter make me freeze and make me sick for around 2 weeks, and it is very hard to adapt to the new weather.
How about in Japan?
In Japan, I think the biggest experience culture shock, same like Gilang said, like weather. Even though it's only fall, I already freezing, you want masuk angin, I don't know in English, something like that. And the toilet. So if you want to have big business, if you know what I mean, you can. There is a feature that if you push the button, it will make a sound. So when you do big business, the sound will cover you. So I think it's very advanced and usable, because I we are shy when we do big business in general toilet. So I think that's very good for me.
That's so funny, yeah. Okay, maybe it's so shocking, but it's comparable for the scholarship is valuable experience, yeah. So this is the last but not least question. Do you guys have a word of or tips and advice for Protectpod listeners?
So ISMA is a very good scholarship if you want to study abroad, because there are so many university you can choose around the world. You can choose in Asia, like in Korea, Japan, Malaysia, and in Europe, like many the most university in ISMA is in Europe. Like maybe there are dozens of countries you can choose, like in Germany, Netherlands, Lithuania, Spain, or Italy, and also in UK. You can go also to America or Australia. So if you want to apply for this scholarship, you have to prepare starting from now. You can start studying the English proficiency test. You can choose between IELTS or maybe TOEFL or IBT or maybe Duolingo English test. And me personally, I chose Duolingo English test because it is much cheaper, and you only need to wait 2 days after the test and you'll get your certificate. But if you want to have more expensive, you can choose IELTS or TOEFL. But for me, it is good enough to choose Duolingo English test. And the registration will open next year around February or March. So for the documents, we don't know yet about the documents, but the essays, you can search about the essays in all platforms, from Instagram, from Twitter, YouTube, TikTok. There are many influencers that discuss about this scholarship. So you need to find as many information as you can. And maybe you can approach me, and maybe you know another awardee, or maybe you have people with experiences with international scholarship. You can approach them, or maybe you can approach me. You can find me on Instagram or Twitter, and I will be very glad to help you.
For me, I think I don't have many words because some my sentence already covered by Bang Gilang. But what I like to say is, if you have a dream, please believe in yourself. You can reach that, and still a student. Please apply everything. Like some of even the requirement is only for active students. So when you still are active student, please apply everything, and please believe in yourself that you are more capable than your thing. Because I'm alone in a very strange place. I'm insecure. I cannot do this, but I'm still here now. Alhamdulillah still survive. And please believe in yourself. You can do everything. You are much more capable, and please just be yourself like that, and
Confident, yeah.
be confident.
That's the most important thing.
Or maybe you cannot be confident. Try to be confident, because I'm still like not very insecure like that. But we are trying, right? Something like that, yeah.
Wow, very inspiring, ya guys. So I hope this episode will help you for the preparing the scholarship program like IMS and ISMA. So I think we have to say goodbye for our speakers. So I want to say thank you Kak Gilang and Kak Anjali for willingly to spend time with me to talk about a scholarship. I hope this podcast will be a help for our podcast listeners.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you.
Thank you for the Protectpod listener who have stayed with us from start to finish, and don't forget to always look forward for the next episode, because we'll always bring exciting topic and will be accompanied by Cool Speakers, Protectpods, obrolan seru bareng sobat proteksi. Bye!